down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally. And I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally. And I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally. And I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally. And I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally. And I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally. And I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally. And I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally. And I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Bloody Mary. Fuck this. Alright, I did it like, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 times. Oh, someone's here now, actually. You look like Cap Jack Sparrow. You literally just hopped in the second I was about to stop doing this. Both of you. Both of you just hopped in the fucking second I was about to stop doing this. How you doing, Mopey? How you doing, Nano? What's up, guys? We're gonna do some Fall Guys streams at some point soon. Don't know if we're gonna do them on here or if we're gonna do them on Twitch. I might be streaming on Twitch at Apathetic Emo. So yeah. You dyed your hair, Mopey? What did you do to your hair? What did you do to your hair? Tell me what you did to your hair. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you internally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You dyed it red, dude? What the fuck? Like red or like ginger red? Red or ginger red? There's a difference. Are we talking like pay money wubby red, or are we talking like fucking heat miser red? Like red, like a maroon. Like a maroon red? The fuck would a maroon red be? You mean like a hot sauce red? Oh. Yeah, I know what you mean by maroon. Like a blood red. Bloody hell. Dock red. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you internally, and I see nothing wrong with that. Well. How are you doing other than dyeing your hair? You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see nothing wrong with that. We fuck around. Anything you want to talk about? I'm actually, so what I'm probably going to do on Twitch is I'm probably going to do a call-in show. I thought about this for a bit. Especially since I'm not going to have a lot of time to stream when I start working. So it's going to be like a scheduled kind of thing where I just do a call-in show for like, I don't know, 2 hours or something, you know? Maybe even just an hour. It's going to have to be kind of short probably. But that's what I'm going to do more than likely on Twitch. I'm not going to go for affiliate. Just going to keep my Streamlabs Dono tab open and throw my Cash App on the screen. Pretty much, if anyone ever wants to dono. Oh, I can be your co-host. I mean, yeah, I'd be looking for some kind of co-host at some point. Someone to fuck around with shit. Someone to fuck around with the soundboard and fuck with me and shit sometimes, you know? That could be fun. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna test out having different people in and shit and stuff too at some point. But mainly I'm just gonna sit there and wait for calls, you know? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, I got a decent image right now. I think I was considering possibly painting my face white and keeping the facial hair the way it is, but maybe like accentuating on it a little bit with some black and going for like an anonymous Guy Fawkes kind of look. I thought that might be kind of neat. And then if I wanted to, I could put like a coding background behind me with green screen of like zeros and ones just floating down behind me and shit if I wanted to. Just a lot of really dumb thoughts. Or I could literally just be me and just be, hey, answering advice or whatever, you know. Yeah, the V for Vendetta guy. Yeah, anonymous. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you internally, and I see nothing wrong with that. You had a steak and some veggies for dinner. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. I'm only eating beef once a week right now. Dude, I could totally eat a whole porterhouse right now, dude. I could eat so much meat right now, dude. I only have fish right now. Because it's cheaper, you know? Meat's expensive. Also, I'm trying to, like, not eat meat every single day, you know? But, I don't know. My diet's been changing constantly all the time. My diet's always changing, ever changing. You know, I've done plant-based. I've done everything pretty much. Not everything, but I mean, I've done I've done vegetarian. I've done vegan or plant-based. I've done pescatarian. I've done fucking carnivore. The keto thing is something that I technically am already doing in a way, but I don't avoid carbs, so it's not like keto like everyone else knows keto, where you avoid eating carbs. I just simply only eat one meal a day. So I just say I practice fasting. I don't want to complicate shit, but I'm trying to make my diet kind of close to what it would be in real life if I was a hunter-gatherer, to some degree, I guess. So what makes sense for me is, like, fishing is pretty fucking easy. Like, you can catch a bunch of fish. Like, it takes a long time, sure. But if you have the right bait and you know the right spots to go to, like, you can catch a lot of fish pretty easily. So fish is a good reputable diet that you can actually consistently maintain without having to, like, buy fish. So that's what I'm doing. And then I want to eventually get my like hunting license and stuff, and I want to be able to go and like hunt and get meat and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. But before then, I'm probably just gonna eat beef like once a week or maybe twice a week tops. Like, I don't want to be eating beef like every single night, because it feels really weird. Because I don't know, I feel like mentally, internally, it doesn't make a terrible load of sense. Because, like, meat was always like, I don't know, the battle ready food, you know? It's like you eat it because you need extra oomph, you know? Because it's like a concentrated amount of, like, high protein. It's just power. It's pure power when you eat a hunk of beef, you know, like a nice steak. I feel like if we were hunting, if we were being honest with ourselves, we would probably have terrible luck with our hunting, and then we would be very gracious and grateful for the meat that we captured and got, that we would try to spare it, and we would try to, like, space it out better. But, you know, on top of that, I don't know, man, I just feel like there's a separation. If you're not fishing for the fish or you're not hunting for the meat, like, it feels very spiritually, consciously weird to be eating meat. It just feels weird to me. And I think that's why I was doing plant-based. And I think that's why I was doing vegetarian shit, because it's not just because of the energy transfer that I think you get from tortured animals from factory farms. It's not just because of that, but it was because of the concept of, like, how weird it feels to have not, like, hunted the food yourself. It's just a really weird feeling. I feel like it takes away from my masculinity in a way to be eating, like, food that someone else hunted, and I don't even know who that person is, and they didn't even technically hunt it. They just, you know, basically grew it and then killed it immediately, inhumanely. And so it's just a very weird, detached situation we have with our food, especially with meat. I guess that's part of the reason, because, like, plant-based is still kind of similar to how it was back in the day, right? Like, plant-based back in the day, when you had to like gather and you had to farm and shit yourself, like you literally just like walked around and picked what you were gonna eat. You know, you picked it off the vine, off the tree, out of the ground, whatever. We go to the grocery store, the produce section, that's pretty much what you do, right? The produce section, you're simulating the same sort of behavior that you would do if you were actually gardening for the food. You're just picking it, you know what I'm saying? So you're like, mentally that makes sense. Whereas like the meat, you're just going to the meat section and grabbing it and putting it in the cart, you know? You don't actually have to like spend an entire day or two out in the wild, in the rain, in the brush, with the fear, with the panic, with the paranoia, with the thoughts in your head, with all the animals, with the wildlife, with the weather, everything. You don't have to deal with that. But, you know, there are still some civilizations that do deal with that, right? Like that exists. There's still some indigenous populations who they do hunt for their food. And I don't know, dude, they seem much more purely spiritually happy in a lot of ways. Like, sure, a lot of these people are absolute fucking savages, like, don't get me wrong. But from the documentaries that I've watched, like, as far as like the simple pleasures in life are concerned, like being able to appreciate a sunset, shit like that, I don't know, it just feels like they're less detached from nature, and therefore they're more likely to appreciate nature and like the cyclical balance of the world the way it's supposed to be. So I think the more we detach ourselves from these natural processes that we've needed to do for so long, the more we detach ourselves from our identities as a human and our identities as an animal, because we're part animal, dude. You know what I mean? Like, we have animal tendencies, animal instincts. Sure, like the Bible, biblical scriptures, texts, like, you know, and laws, politics, governments, all that shit tries to make us believe that, you know, we can completely separate ourselves from animal desire, but we can't. We fucking can't, right? At the end of the day, we always have these animal carnal desires. And I think that's why hunting is still a thing, you know? I think that's obviously why people still hunt, you know? If you ever watch like fucking Joe Rogan, like Joe Rogan is like pretty liberal for the most part, right? But he still fucking hunts, you know? I mean, I know he's kind of about the trans issues. He's more on the sports side of it though, which I do agree with wholeheartedly. I think it's fucking stupid. But as far as like hunting is concerned and shit, like, you know, the guy does that probably to stay in tune with nature, stay in tune with, you know, what men have been doing forever, you know? And, I mean, hell, dude, I'm fucking swiping on Tinder and shit, and I see tons of chicks that are, like, fucking hunting and shit, you know? And it's like, I'm not doing that. That makes no fucking sense to me. You know, especially living somewhere where I can, you know, get access to firearms, you know, and be able to do that. Why would I not, you know, why would I not want to do that? I mean, it's just stupid. You know, and then imagine like having the money to be able to do the kind of shit that that rich people do, where they go on these like hunting expeditions with like these paid, you know, groups that put them on for them. They take them out into the wilderness of Alaska or wherever, you know, and they help like ensure your safety and things like that. So it's, you know, like Joe Rogan's not doing like the full brush on hunt, let's be honest, right? Like, not anymore. The dude is definitely protected and you know, he has some help. But yeah, it'd be really nice, you know, because obviously it's not cost efficient for him to do that, right? It can't be cost efficient. You have to buy all the gear, you have to have all the gear, you have to, you know, maintain all the gear and buy more gear, and then you have to pay people to protect you and help you and join you, and it's a lot, you know, there's a lot that goes into it financially. But I feel like if you have enough money, if you're making enough money, it's fucking worth it, because even though it might cost a little bit more money in the end, you're not eating factory farm meat off a fucking shelf at fucking the grocery store, you know? Like, and kudos to you if you know a farmer, like a local farmer, someone who has actual fucking cows and shit chilling on the pasture that they slaughter properly and all that shit and whatnot. Like, that's definitely better for your health. But like mentally, I think it's part of the reason why we get so aggressive nowadays. there's like something missing. There's something missing, like there's a part of our DNA that like does crave getting our own food. I think that's a thing. I don't want to go too much into that. If anyone has anything else they want to talk about, anything they want to ask me, anything they want to chit chat about or bring up conversation, that's kind of what I used to do when I would stream on Twitch. That's why I want to do the call-in show stream, because I feel like call-in show streams always devolve into conversations like this. They kind of always devolve into podcast fuckery, which I really like. You know, you watch like Toad PhD or fucking Bio Boys Church or the new one, Come. That guy's pretty funny. If you watch any of these call-in shows, they all have the same sort of formula. You know, it's literally just guy sits in front of camera, doesn't have to use a lot of bandwidth on his computer, which is perfect. I ain't got good bandwidth. You know, Fall Guys and all that shit's sometimes hard, but I found out there's a way I could stream directly from the Xbox to play Fall Guys if I want to. However, I think when I start working, like, I'm gonna just be able to do the call-in show kind of thing. So I'm gonna have a phone number up, all that shit. I'm gonna get trolled. It's gonna be a bunch of fuckery. I know it is. But the point of it is that it attracts people. That's really just the point of it, right? People see call-in, they like fucking Ace goes around and fucking calls in literally everywhere, right? Like, there's tons of people like Ace that do that, you know? There's tons of people looking to just fuck around and call people and do little pranks and voices and shit. And I used to do that too. Got pretty good at it. And, you know, as I've now developed into myself, as I now feel I am more stable, as I now feel that I am better equipped to deal with the trolls, better equipped to handle the issues that will arise, I feel ready and I feel comfortable and committed to doing that. So most likely I am going to be doing that on my Twitch channel, which is right now titled Apathetic Emo. Now, I have thought about some names for the show as well. And I don't want to step on anyone's toes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to step on anyone's toes. Because I don't know them that well and I don't know how they would feel about it. But I wouldn't want to name it something like Guidance Show or something. You know what I mean? Like, I would want to make it a little more original. Just kind of hard. You know, I saw that, what's his name? Fuck, I can't remember the guy's name right now. Hold on. I'm drawing a blank, but it's coming to me. The guy with all the old school, cool sort of shit. I think he literally feeds his stream through a fucking VHS or something. Like, Leslie Tanner. I don't know if you know him, but he kind of grew pretty fast. You know, he does the meditations thing. He's just in front of the camera. He's like, call on in if you want to talk about anything, you know? So he like plays into his own personality in a way, which is essentially what I'm going to want to do. I don't want to put on some kind of fake personality. I don't want to like be someone that I'm not entirely. I could do that though. You know, I could be the fucking pastor of the Faithful Apostles Parish, which stands for FAP, you know? You know, and then I could do the whole, you know, call in for prayer thing, you know, but I don't want to step on anyone's toes, essentially. I don't want people to to think that I'm trying to take from their plate or anything, you know, if that makes sense. So yeah, but I'm gonna get off here because I didn't really even do the task that I wanted to. I mean, I did it like, what, 5, 10, 15, so 25, 26 times, I guess. We could do a couple more. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally. And I see nothing wrong with that. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. And that's a funny voice to sing with, isn't it? Yeah, we'll finish it off with the funny voice. How about that? We'll finish it off with the funny voice. You go down just like Holy Mary, Mary on the cross. Not just another Bloody Mary, Mary on the cross. If you choose to run away with me, I will tickle you eternally, and I see